Many of you know that in a previous video, I mentioned that I have phone rules. It's like a piece of paper in which I write down the rules, a couple of rules that I set for myself for my phone usage, and I try my best to abide by them. So yesterday I revised my phone rules, and today I have a new set of rules. Some of them are the same, but a majority are actually different. And so I want to discuss with you my rules and what I wrote. So this is the piece of paper, and how you could learn from this and you could take some of these and apply in your life. And at the end of this video, I hope to convince you that you need phone rules. You need some kind of rules for your phone usage telling you what you can't do and what you can do. And so let's talk about the first phone rule that I revised or added. This one was actually new. And so I wrote that my phone is only allowed in my room for sleep, calling, meditation, visualization, and recording. So what I'm doing now, I'm recording on my phone. So that's allowed. But other than that, nothing else is allowed. I'm not allowed to go on YouTube on my phone. I'm not allowed to text on my phone here. So where do I put my phone? I literally go and put it in the kitchen. I have a drawer that I don't use, and I put it there the whole day. It's gonna be there. So I think this is big. Why is this big? Because the second it's out of reach, the second your phone, you don't associate your phone with your work environment, with your sleep environment, then you're able to control your addiction. You're able to, out of sight, out of mind. You're able to control your phone addiction, and you only use it purposefully, just like I'm writing here. I only use it purposely for a couple tasks. Like meditation, I need it with me. Like sleeping, I need it with me because I track my sleep. So only stuff like that. So you need, I'm gonna repeat this a million times, but you need phone rules. You need to set yourself guidelines of how you're gonna use your phone. So you can use my phone rules. You can literally copy and paste them. They're like perfected, and you'll see like how good they are. Or you can make your own. You can choose. But no matter what, you need phone rules. And so that was the first one. That was the first one, which I'm basically saying my work environment is for my work environment. And it's not for play. It's not for just playing around on my phone or just, fidgeting around, looking at mails, looking at Instagram. This right here, this room is where I work. This is where I sleep. That's it. And so my second phone rule that you can learn from is that I said that YouTube is not allowed on my phone except for short creation. So for content creation. Previously, I've allowed myself to listen to YouTube while I'm walking, or while I'm doing the dishes or something like that. But now I'm completely not doing that, because that sometimes led to that YouTube rabbit hole where I'm just like seeing a recommended video, and that leads me to another video. And obviously I'm prone to addiction just like you. I'd argue even more, because I literally have a addictive personality where, I see that and I'm just like, I could easily go into that chain of watching a video after video. So the only time I allow myself to watch YouTube, which I'll discuss, is during my leisure time, which I'll also talk about. So yeah, I noticed that I have an addiction to YouTube, and I made sure that I don't use it only for creation of content. So think about your life. What addiction do you have? What are you addicted to? Instagram? Are you addicted to Discord? Are you addicted to Facebook? Probably not. Are you addicted to scrolling on Twitter? Maybe. And so if that's the case, only allow yourself to scroll on Twitter or Instagram or YouTube only on your computer, only during your leisure time, which again, I'll talk about. So my third phone rule that I'm looking at right now is that I only let emails deliver by itself at 12 and at 4 p.m. And I don't let myself check my emails manually. So iOS or your iPhone, it has a feature where you can schedule your notifications to show up at like certain times. I'm not really sure about Android. You could probably look it up. It probably has that as well. But iPhone, you could deliver your messages and notifications at a certain time. And so I also noticed that I would check my email throughout the day, like at 9, 10, whatever, every couple hours. And so, yeah, it's not Instagram or it's not Facebook or it's not social media or YouTube, but still it gives you that same kind of dopamine hit that you're looking forward to. Obviously in a lesser extent, right? It's not like watching TikTok or YouTube. But at the same time, it does give you a little bit of a dopamine hit, and it could get addicting. And so I myself found myself addicted to my email as well. And it happens to many people. They're not even aware of it, because email is this like thing that they see as, oh, it's innocent, it's whatever, just emails. It's not as addicting. But email can also get addicting. It's not talked about enough, but Gmail, all these apps, they also want you to be addicted to them, because the more you're addicted to your mail, the more money they make. And so you have to be aware of that. And so what I did, I was aware of it. As I say many times on my channel, awareness in and of itself is transformative. So I was aware of that. And so I only let my emails deliver by itself. So I don't manually check, scroll up to see if there's any emails. I let them deliver at 12 p.m. and at 4 p.m. Otherwise, I don't check. And so that pretty much covers the whole day, right? Like, you're not gonna get an important email at 9 p.m. that you're gonna answer, or at 7 a.m. Like 12 and 4 is the best time to check your email. I'm pretty sure in Deep Work by Cal Newport, he talked about how checking your email at like these certain times is the most efficient. And so I'm not even checking my email. I'm literally letting it deliver. And so I just look at it on the lock screen or the home screen and see what I missed. My fourth phone rule is that my phone is always on Do Not Disturb. This is non-negotiable for everyone watching right now. Your phone has to be on Do Not Disturb all day. You have no excuse for your phone to be on all the time and getting messages all the time, getting those pings out of nowhere. That's literally the worst thing that you can do for your focus, for your productivity. Whenever you get distracted from your phone, or you check your phone, or you get like a ping, so you get like a message, you could be distracted and unfocused from the work that you've been doing for like 10, 15 minutes, believe it or not. And so even though you think it's harmless to leave your phone on your desk and in sight, not on Do Not Disturb, you're doing yourself a disservice. So please put your phone Do Not Disturb. Save that focus and attention to your deep work, to the work that matters, to that 20% that will give you the 80% of the results. So I put my phone, as I told you, in another room most of my day. But you could do something different. You can just put it on the other side of your room on Do Not Disturb. And if that works for you, it works for you. For me, I need it out of sight. I need to disassociate the phone with my work environment, with my sleep environment. It has to be disassociated. Otherwise, I'm gonna get to that rabbit hole of YouTube, of just checking, my notifications constantly, because it's in reach, it's in sight. So it's very luring, like anyone else, it's very luring to just check it. So again, as I said, non-negotiable, you have to put your phone on Do Not Disturb the whole day. If you can't do that, maybe there's people that you need to get text from, or you need to set your mom or dad as a priority. You can, in iOS, there's a feature that you can let certain people text you or certain apps go through. So for example, myself, I leave my phone on Do Not Disturb the whole day, but I do need my gym app. So like the Strong app on my phone, I need it to deliver notifications. And so I just let that app deliver notifications. There's like a certain setting on iOS. And so you might be thinking already like, wow, these are so many rules, but your attention is such a valuable currency. You need to safeguard your attention, and the more rules you have, the better. And you can argue that you need a sort of balance, and that this is already too many rules, too restrictive. And so to that, I say there is no balance. It's either you're completely safeguarding your attention from all these apps, from all these distractions, or you're being a degenerate on your phone all day, mindlessly scrolling. The second you become lenient, the second you're like, oh, I could view Instagram the whole day, or an hour a day, or 30 minutes a day, the second it could lead you to more distractions. You can disagree with this, but in my opinion, there is no balance like society tells you. You need to be fully safeguarding your attention, and you need rules. No matter what anyone tells you, this seems crazy. A person can be like, what the fuck is this crazy person doing? Having phone rules. And so you know what? Don't listen to me. And good luck, because these apps are after your attention and you're going to be distracted. Someone like me is going to complete more work during the day than you, right? We all have 24 hours during the day. So why not decide that you're going to use every single minute of the day productively, and not let all these apps in your phone distract you during the day. So I really think this is a lifestyle. This is like a lifelong thing. This is not some sort of 24-hour dopamine detox, 24-hour phone rules, whatever. This is something that you're gonna have for the rest of your life. And so I digress. I was a little bit off tangent, but my 5th phone rule is that I do not let my phone open first thing in the morning. And so I'll be honest, I struggle with this many times and I still do. But I'm gonna try my best to not open it first thing in the morning. Because right away, the second you open your phone first thing in the morning, I would say that you lose a lot of your focus, maybe 20%, 30% of your focus in a day. Because the second that you open your phone first thing in the morning, you lose control. You let your messages or that notification or that email come in and you're letting that affect you. And the moment that you do that, it will set a precedent for the whole day. So you can open your phone and you can get a negative message. Someone wrote something mean to you, or you got to do this, or you just saw an assignment that you got a 40% on. And so you get all these unpredictable notifications in the morning. And so right away, it worsens your mood. You don't control that. And so we want you to have control. We want you to be in the power. We want you to be in the driver's seat. And so the second you do that, the second you open your phone first thing in the morning, you lose that control. Your phone almost controls you because it decides how you feel first thing in the morning. Whether you feel good, whether you feel bad, but most of the time it's negative stuff, right? You see, a notification from CNN or Fox News telling you how bad the current war in Ukraine is, or how many people died yesterday. Or, you get this negative message from your friend telling you, why didn't you do this last night? I called you didn't answer me. Why this? Why that? So much things that you can't control. You need to have control. And so don't let these things control you, and decide that you open your phone an hour, 2 hours later. Complete your morning routine first. Make sure you have a morning routine that you can complete, and then open your phone. Right? And even then, you don't need like an hour on your phone. You could just check for a minute or two what you missed, answer, go back to your work. That's it. My 6th phone rule, and this is 8, I have 8 in total, so this is my 6th, is that my leisure time is from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Now, what is leisure time? So Cal Newport talks about this in Digital Minimalism. First of all, a very recommended book. And he says to decide on a leisure time. So this is a time where you could indulge in your instant gratification. So you could look at Instagram, you could look at YouTube, you could look at Facebook, Twitter, whatever. But in my opinion, I don't want you to go like full out, right? Like completely like, oh, let me scroll for like the next hour. I don't want that, right? That's a big no. I'll tell you how I use my leisure time. So for me, what I'm doing now is I'm using the leisure time for YouTube. So as I told you before, I don't go on YouTube during the day. So that 8 to 9 time frame is the only time I'm allowed to go on YouTube. So first of all, I could check notifications, I could answer comments. And thirdly, I'm gonna watch videos as well. And I want you to be very picky with what you watch and what you do during this leisure time. As I said, I don't want you to go like full out, right? That's not the goal. Yeah, you can maybe answer a few DMs on Instagram, etc., but don't scroll. Don't be like one of those scroll zombies during those leisure times that I give you. Instead, use it productively. This is the time where you can go on YouTube, where you can watch videos, productive videos that you want to catch up on. And particularly what I want you to do is take notes. I think this is the best use case for YouTube, where you're not only watching, but you're taking notes. So I hope you can learn that, and I hope you can do that with my videos as well. That could be not only helpful to you, but other people. You could share that in the comment section, and that would help a lot of people. But when you watch YouTube, particularly, I want you to watch it productively. Only watch what you actually need to watch, right? Be selective. So for example, my videos, if there's a title that you think is not going to help you, or for example, this video or another video, you don't need to watch it, then don't. Don't just waste your time to catch up on something that is not even going to help you. I want you to be very picky with your time. Make sure you use your time productively. And so that means don't watch every video from a creator that you like. For as well as me, right? I'm telling you, don't even watch every single video of mine if it doesn't help you, if it doesn't serve a purpose in your life. If you're not struggling with your phone, if you have it completely handled, then why are you watching this video? Yeah, I want views and I want subscribers, but I want to be honest here, and I'm going to tell you that don't watch my videos or some of my videos if they're not going to help you. So just to recap, have a leisure time in a day. So this is a 1 hour block. It could be 10 to 11, it could be 7 to 8, but have a 1 hour block where you're gonna just go free for all, but in a limited manner, right? You're not gonna literally scroll, but you can watch YouTube. You can answer notifications, you can answer DMs, you can answer text. You can be a little bit more lenient with your time. And so that's how I handle doing this long term, because after all, doing this for like 10 years, 5 years, 2 years, it could probably get a little bit too much for your brain. So you need a leisure time to kind of handle these tasks, which are more shallow, like answering comments, which I do. Or if you're not a YouTuber, you could just watch videos, take notes on them, have Notion on the side, have your notes app on the side, but use your time to be productive as well. This is not a time to just go free for all and just, scroll like a zombie on TikTok. I hope you're liking these so far and that you're taking notes or that you're applying some of these in your life. I hope you're gonna make a phone rule as well to put on your wall. So I literally put this on my wall. I have a piece of paper, I write my phone rules and I paste it on my wall to have it, to just be there. So whenever I decide not to follow it, I have it in front of me. So I'm like, what are you doing? You set rules for yourself. Stop lying to yourself. And so I think the next one, the 7th one I mentioned, but I'll mention it again. I wrote that I only use YouTube for pleasure during my leisure time and on my computer. And so the on computer part is to make sure I don't get distracted throughout the day. Because as I said previously, there are times where I just go on YouTube. I'm like, oh, let me just listen to this podcast or listen to this YouTuber that I follow, and immediately, it's addicting. And so you can find yourself looking at the recommended, you see another video, and we've all been there before. There's no reason for you to watch YouTube on your phone. Something that I like to add about YouTube is that I want you to be picky with the people that you subscribe to. Don't be subscribed to like 30 people and expect your life to be all good and all productive, because after all, most of these people and people that you subscribe to are not really giving you value that you need. They're not giving you that 20% that will give you 80% of the results, right? This is known as Pareto's principle. So obviously there's some YouTubers that are not going to give you that 80%. And so you have to be the person to be like, is this actually helping me in my life? Is this YouTuber actually making my life better? You can argue that, all these entertainment YouTubers and all these fun channels are making your life better, but is it really, right? Is it actually making your life better? So I'd argue that all these entertainment channels and all these fun channels that just are after your time and attention and entertainment are not really helping you and are not really progressing your life and your goals. I say that these channels like mine, and I'll be a little bit biased here, are gonna help you, are the 20% that will give you 80% of the results. And so you still have to be a little bit more wary and cautious, because there are self-improvement channels that are not really valuable and are not really gonna give you that 20%. So you have to go over your subscriber list and you have to think one after another, are they helping me? Is this the 20% that would give me 80%? And so it's completely up to you, but I suggest that you have under 10 subscriptions, under 10 channels that you follow on a regular basis. Otherwise, having so many channels is gonna create more room for distraction. You look at your subscriptions list and you see all these channels that posted, and so immediately you're like feeling that FOMO or the need to click. And I've been there before. The feeling that, they just upload a channel or video and maybe I should watch it because I'm gonna miss out. And so that's why we want you to limit your subscriptions. I'm not even gonna lie, I have 4 subscriptions right now, 4 channels that I subscribe to. I really am picky with my time now, and I really want to make sure that these 4 subscriptions are high quality people that are going to give me that 80% of the results, that these 4 people are the 20%, that will give me the 80%. And so I literally went through each and one of them and I thought, is this gonna help me? And so literally today, there was 2 channels that were like self-improvement channels, but they're also combined with a little bit more entertainment and like vlog style. So you might know one. I don't want to say names, but they're a little bit more self-improvement combined with vlogs, and it's that mix and match. And so I thought, like, am I really getting the bang for my buck? Like, is this literally gonna help me in my life? And so most of it was entertainment, and I was like, no, I'm unsubscribing. My time is valuable. And you can argue, yeah, you need entertainment in your life, but what I do now is entertainment. Like, you know how entertaining it is for me to be speaking in front of you right now, like on a camera? Like, this is the 20% that is like super entertaining for me, and I don't need Netflix. I'm not relying on Netflix. I'm not relying on instant gratification that's gonna make my life better and more entertaining. So most of the people that are watching this video, or I hope it's not you, could be like, what the hell is this guy doing? Like, he thinks that Netflix is not entertaining. He doesn't have Netflix in his life. He doesn't have, like, he needs some sort of balance. This guy is too extreme. And so if you think that you're not like me, maybe this channel is not for you. And in this channel, we're all about saving our time, you know, self-improvement, being as productive as, you know, the best version of ourselves. And so I really don't think that these entertainment channels or TV shows or movies are going to give you that bang for your buck. So again, you might completely disagree, and I'm okay with that. I don't care. But if you're one of my boys and you're listening and you're like, this man is just speaking facts and, you know, he knows what he's saying, then I'm just going to tell you that the videos I'm about to post, like on this channel, and the future of this channel is going to be insane. Like, you're going to get so much value out of this. And that is my goal of this channel, is to give you an insane amount of value, especially with these long videos. You know, I'm not making 2-minute, 1-minute video just so I can get views, just so I can get subscribers. This is not what this YouTube is about. It's about giving value to people. It's about helping people like you, because I've been in your shoes. I know what it's like to struggle with self-improvement, with trying to better yourself. This right here, the phone thing, is just one part that I'm going to talk about on my channel. It's just one part that's going to give you that focus, that energy to be a better person, to be more productive and efficient. So again, back to my rules. My last rule is that I put on airplane mode an hour before bed. And the reason I do this is, again, to limit that opportunity for distraction, the opportunity to be on my phone and get distracted and miss my bedtime. So the second I close my phone, I put on the sleep alarm or the alarm to track my sleep, and I'm done. Like, no more phone usage, complete my night routine, read, meditate, do whatever I need to do, and I'm done. Like, no more phone use. I don't need it. I don't need it at night. And so I really hope that you took something from these phone rules. And I really went in detail to help you, and I hope it did help you. I don't want to just read it and not elaborate. So this could be a long video. I just want to make sure that you understand everything and you take one of them or a couple of them and apply in your life and create your own phone rules, like piece of paper. It's really not that hard. But the last point that I want to mention is that men need structure. I want you to look around for a second and think about today's world, how specifically men lack structure. Men lack purpose, structure, mission, whatever you want to call it. Men don't have it. Just look around you. Most of what's going on is degenerate. People have no structure in their life. They could do whatever they want. Free for all. They could hook up with whatever woman they want. No consequences. They could smoke whatever they want. They could drink whatever they want. But no rules. That's the biggest kind of general thing that I see happening in society right now. Is that men have no structure. And men need structure more than ever in today's day and age. So let's think for a second and think where structure is found. Structure is found in religion, right? In religion, you're told what you can do, what you can't do. You have strict rules. You can eat this, you can eat that, you can do this, you can do that. You have strict rules of a religion telling you what you can do and what you can't do. So that's one thing. And this video is not to push any religion. This video is not to be like, oh, you need to be religious. It's something I believe in, but I think men need religion. Men need some sort of higher power to tell them what they can do, what they can't do. And this applies to everyday life, right? Like structure. Where is structure also found? Structure is found in the military, right? You're told what you can do. You have to wake up at a certain time. You have to do this. You can follow these rules. You have to do that. You can't do that. If you do something wrong, you're fired. Like, you get out of the military, you're done. Another way that we can look at structure and where structure is found is in the school system, right? We can talk a lot about the school system, a lot of bad stuff about it as well, and how shitty it is, whatever. But I think one big thing that's amazing about the school system is that there's structure. You're told that you can only do this. You have to raise your hand to go to the bathroom. You have to do that. And I would agree that most of it is stupid, right? Like raising your hand to go to the bathroom, or, you can't do that, you can't do that. But some of it is smart, right? Like you can't cheat. You have to do your homework on time. You have to do this. Like you're told what you have to do and you're told what you can't do. So that's what structure is about. In school, you have a schedule. You're told that you wake up at 8, you go to school, you leave school at 3, you're done. You have class at this time, lunch at this time, break at this time. Like that's what it's about. And there's so much structure found in school. And that I think is an amazing part about school, right? That there's so much structure. And some of us graduate school or are still in school and are not using that. They're not looking at the school system and being like, wow, what if I apply the structure part of school into my personal life, right? You get out of school and you lose structure, you lose focus. What if you carry that on into your personal life and you have more structure into your personal life? Why is it that only in school we can have structure of, your teacher telling you what you can do or not do, but you can't tell yourself what you can do and not do outside of school? So what I'm trying to say is that men lack structure in today's world more than ever. Just look around. People are doing degenerate stuff, promoting promiscuity or promoting people just doing whatever they want, sleeping with whatever woman they want. There's no structure. Basically, as a man, you could do whatever you want with no consequences at this point. You could be fapping all day. You could be doing this and that with no consequences whatsoever. Like, society is not gonna shame you and be like, oh, you're fat or you're fapping all day. Like, what the fuck are you doing? No one's gonna do that to you. But you need to be the person who has structure, who's like, no, this is right and this is wrong. You need to have morals. You need to have things you abide by, right? Back to religion, things that you abide by. So men need more structure. And I could talk about this for a while, but just look around you. People are losing structure. How many people have phone rules? How many people have a timetable that they follow strictly? How many people know what they're doing every day of the week? Or, have a structure, have rules, have a set of guidelines to their morals, to their values. No one has that. And so it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse because so many distractions are coming in, right? Telling you, oh, do this, look at that. Have sex with a million women, do this, do that. And meanwhile, you're losing focus. You're losing focus of what you have like to offer the world. You're losing focus of what you actually need to provide, what you need to do. And so you're losing focus and you distract yourself because your present world is not that interesting. You distract yourself with drugs, with weed, with alcohol, with social media, with scrolling, with just forgetting your present reality. And so that's a super dangerous place to be in. And it's happening more than ever today. Right? Men distracting yourself from their mission, from what they have to provide to the world, right? So for me, maybe it's offering value to you. But if I was to not have phone rules, or if I was to just do whatever I want, like wake up in the morning, go watch porn all day, I don't know what you can do, but just have no rules in my life, have no guidelines, then do you think I would be making this video? Do you think I would be talking about this? Obviously not. And so tying this back to your phone rules, you need to have phone rules. You need to have structure in your life telling you, you can use your phone at this time. You can do this, you can do that. You can't do this. Otherwise there will be consequences, but you need to have phone rules. Otherwise you're just gonna go free for all and use it whenever you want. Just, let me get a quick hit of dopamine. Let me just pull out my Instagram, let me look at that, let me look at that. Most people don't have phone rules. I'd argue that like 0.00001% of the population has phone rules and guidelines. And again, if you're looking at this and you're like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Maybe this channel is not for you. Maybe you should just log out. I appreciate you watching this far, but you need guidelines. You need to be disciplined. You need to have a set of rules of what you can do and what you can't do. So this is what the whole video is about. It's about structure. It's about telling yourself, oh, I can only use YouTube from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. That's structure. That's order. And without order and structure, societies fall apart. Without order and structure, we lose focus. We lose clarity. We have nothing. We need order and structure more than ever. So maybe look at this video not only about phone rules, maybe look at it on a wider perspective. Where are you lacking structure? Where in your life are you just like, oh, I could do this. I could hook up with 30 women and there'll be no consequences. Or I could go on Instagram all day, no consequence. I could do this, I could do this, I could do this. Like, you need to have consequences. You need to have rules telling you what you can do and what you can't do. And in school, they told you what you can do and can't do. But now you're out of school or you're out of your school hours and you're like, oh, I can do whatever I want. And so that's the dangerous part, because at a certain point, your parents are not going to be there for you. They're not going to be like, oh, you have to do this or do that. And I'm currently living independently in an apartment away from my parents. And so if I didn't have structure, obviously my parents are not telling me what to do. I could do whatever I want. I could just, go to my bed and sleep all day. But if I didn't have structure, if I didn't have people, or not people, me telling myself what to do, then everything would fall apart. I would have nothing. I won't have this YouTube channel. I won't have anything going for myself. I won't be working out. This all ties to discipline and structure, and we need it more than ever. And I'm gonna drill this into you a million times, but we need structure and order more than ever. Otherwise, your life is gonna fall apart. Your parents are not gonna be there for you. Your parents are not gonna be there for you for the rest of your life, right? You need to be the person and the man who's like, this is my rules, this is my guidelines, this is how I run my life, and I'm not gonna listen to any bullshit or anything from society or people telling me what to do. Yeah, you can have a balanced life, you can have this and that, but no, you're like, this is how I live my life. I have rules, I have morals, I have principles guiding my life, what's allowed, what's not allowed, what I can do, what I can't do, which people you can hang out with, how you spend your time, all these things which just come back to structure. So the second that you don't have structure, the second you're like, oh, whatever, I could hang out with whatever person, with whatever crackhead, with whatever people in my life, or I could do whatever I want in my life, the second you do that, the second that you lose some sense of respect for yourself, you lose confidence, you lose respect for yourself, because you're allowing things, outside influences, change you. So we never want to be in that route. So have structure, have order in your life, and it all starts from the small things. So make your phone rules, make sure you have a set of phone rules. You can literally copy what I told you in this video, or you can make your own. But at the end of the day, it's up to you, because no one's coming for you. No one's going to be the person who's going to tell you what to do. I hope this video helped you. I have a free 12-page gratitude ebook down in the link in the description. But other than that, I hope this video helped you. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.